Welcome back. I hope you liked that quick little session from the video. The video itself has other different sections to it, and it's about 20-some minutes long, I guess. And all of that is available from the Search Institute as well. But just really living out the asset building framework is something that's really important to do. Now, the focus of developmental assets really lies in two areas. Prevention, focusing on protective factors that inhibit high-risk behaviors such as substance abuse, violence, sexual intercourse, and dropping out of school. And building resiliency in kids, identifying factors that increase a young person's ability to rebound in the face of adversity, from poverty or drug-abusing parents, or dangerous neighborhoods, etc., etc. Let's look at the power that developmental assets have in schools. I don't know if you can see this chart clearly with the video, but I'll give you copies of all of these slides. Essentially, the more assets a kid has out of the 40, the better. If they have anywhere from 31 to 40, which is the right column on each of these examples, 87% of them exhibit a leadership skill much better. 88% of them maintain good health. 89% values diversity, and 54% succeeds in school. And they measure success in school as mostly A's. Okay, which is a great improvement. Protecting youth from high-risk behaviors. The more assets, again, they have, if they have 31 to 40, 3% of those kids have problem alcohol use. 6% are engaged in fighting, hitting, injuring others, and so forth. And illicit drug use is down to 1%, and sexual activity, acting out, is down to 3%. So the more assets, the better, but there's very few kids, about 10%, that have 31 to 40. So we really need to work on that. Academic achievement. Studies looking at commitment to learning assets, those first 5 for schooling, indirectly or directly increase high school completion, increase enrollment in college, promote higher grades, higher achievement test scores, better attendance, less intercourse and childbearing, less drug use, and fewer conduct problems. When we look at thriving indicators, in other words, is this really helping? Are we really being effective with the kids? The 8 signs of success that they consider is that the youth exhibits a leadership skill, or being a leader, being a leader of a group or organization in the past 12 months. He maintains good health, paying attention to healthy nutrition and exercise, valuing diversity, placing a high importance on getting to know people of other racial and ethnic groups, succeeding in school, getting mostly A's on his report card, helping others, helping friends or neighbors 1 or more hours per week, volunteering, resisting danger, avoiding things that are dangerous, not looking out to find them, and delaying gratification, saving money for something special rather than spending it all right away, and overcoming adversity, doesn't give up when things are difficult. And if we find those 8 signs in kids, then likely we're being successful in the developmental asset program. Now, we talk about this as an attitude shift, being new ways of thinking and being, from looking at young people's problems to examining young people's strengths. From it's a professional's job, not my job, to it's everybody's work. The janitors, the TAs, the cafeteria workers, the bus drivers, everybody. From young people absorbing resources, oh, just think how much it costs, to young people as a resource, looking to them to provide some of the solutions and being able to work on those things. A shift from just a bunch of troubled young people to all young people, not just the ones that are giving you problems. From accounting for only their own behavior, in other words, I'm only accountable for my behavior, I don't have to worry about that, to accountable as well for other adults' behavior. If I see somebody else doing something or being detrimental to a youth's assets in their life, saying something about it and helping them out. Incidental asset building, it just happened, or being intentional about working to develop assets with kids. Blaming others, not my problem. If they weren't so, to claiming responsibility and assuming the role to be making a difference with kids. So, I would like to encourage you to watch this clip called Freedom Writers. It's a great example of asset building in action, and I won't take time now to do that, but it's a great movie and a great little clip. It's about maybe 15 minutes, and if you click on the link, it'll get it to you, type it in, whatever. But it's a great demonstration of what can be done if you engage in encouraging relationships with kids. And it all comes down to developing relationships. Forming influential relationships with young people is really at the core of the developmental asset process. It's not a program or a curriculum, but a way of interacting with young people. When young people trust and respect adults, they're more likely to hear the positive messages adults are giving them and then act on them. When we talk about forming influential relationships with young people, there's really several levels that we can look at. First, making connections, using their name or nickname, getting to know them, learning something about them, identifying and encouraging their strengths and talents, and supporting them through talking, listening, and observing, challenging them to set goals, follow through with affirmations, and acknowledge rules and their consequences. Level 5, focusing on building specific assets, doing something with those students outside our normal routine that would help to promote assets. And then level 6, maintaining relationships and maintaining contact with them. It's been said, if students in the building are at level 5 or 6 with at least 2 adults in the building, then you'll really have an incredibly different change with the climate in the building.